Today we're doing 20 glute bridges, but we're making them a little more challenging with the 3-second slow lowering. The goal here is to focus on control instead of rushing through each rep. Start by lying on your back with your knees bent and your feet planted firmly on the floor. Keep your feet about hip width apart and bring your heels close enough that you can drive through them comfortably. As you lift your hips, squeeze your glutes at the top. Then instead of dropping your hips quickly, slowly lower them for 3 seconds. Think about controlling the entire movement. This is where the challenge really comes into play. As you get started, remember that you don't have to move fast. A slower tempo can make a simple body weight exercise feel much more intense. Keep your core engaged and try not to let your knees fall inward. Every time you reach the top, squeeze your glutes and think about pushing your hips toward the ceiling. You don't need to extend your back. Your movement should come from your hips and glutes. Now focus on lowering for 3 seconds. Take your time on the way down. 1, 2, 3. Then drive back up and squeeze. You're working through 20 total reps, so stay focused on your form from beginning to end. If your muscles start getting tired, that's okay. Just slow down and make each repetition count. Try to keep the same movement pattern throughout the challenge. Lift, squeeze, and slowly lower. Lift, squeeze, and slowly lower. This is me taking a break. You can take it about 30 seconds to 1 minute, up to 2 minutes, don't matter. But the thing about it is you want to keep that burn going. You don't want to stop fully for 1 minute and 30 seconds because as you can see, I'm doing body weight exercises to keep that momentum going. That's another alternative you can do too to keep that burn nice and clean and going. You don't want to stop because it's going to stop burning, and that means no muscle growth. Well, it doesn't technically muscle growth, but like I keep saying, you want to keep that burn because that means muscle is working hard than it needs to be. So I'm taking a break. I did 10 reps of body weight glute bridges, and then now I'm taking my 30-second break, and then I'm going to move back into the weighted glute bridges. Like on the video, I moved from 50 pounds to 75 pounds because 75 pounds works harder for me. The slower lowering portion keeps your muscles working longer, so don't underestimate how effective these reps can be. You're not just completing repetitions, you're practicing control. Keep breathing naturally. Try not to hold your breath, especially as the exercise starts becoming more challenging. If you feel like your lower back is doing most of the work, reset your position, bring your feet into a comfortable position, brace your core, and think about squeezing your glutes at the top because of the movement and really contract your glutes. Then you can keep the reps the same as lift, squeeze, and control the way down. The slow descent is what makes the challenge different from regular glute bridges. Keep going. You're building endurance while practicing better control of the movement. You're getting closer to the end now. Stay focused and don't let the last few reps become rushed. When your muscles are tired, that's when maintaining good form becomes even more important. Keep your feet planted, keep your knees steady, lift through your hips, squeeze your glutes, and slowly lower for 3 seconds. If you need a pause briefly, take a breath and continue when you're ready. There's no reason to sacrifice your form just to finish faster. Remember, this challenge is about quality reps. 20 control repetitions can be much more demanding than simply rushing through 20. You're almost finished. Keep the same controlled tempo for the few minutes of the repetition. Lift your hips, squeeze your glutes, and lower. And if your last reps, focus on getting full glute contraction at the top without forcing your hips higher than comfortable. And that's it. You completed 20 glute bridges with 3-second lowering. Take a minute to breathe, relax your muscles, and give yourself credit for finishing the challenge. And we're taking a break. And if you're doing this as part of your workout, you can move to the next one when you're done with this one. And I'm finishing it off with 10 reps of body weight exercises. And then I'm gonna take a break and then we'll be done with the workout. I love doing this workout. It's the challenge, the new challenge. It's 20 reps and then with 3-second lowering if you didn't get the idea of it in the video. And yep, we're about done. So like, comment, subscribe. Peace.